I've never had a video get demonetized, but today might be the first day that happens because this is called My Dangerous Boyfriend, Not a Love Story. We're gonna be reacting to what may be the weirdest video that is on YouTube. I found this after hours of searching and I'm prepared today, I haven't seen it yet, to be disgusted. So please come with me on this spiritual journey into the world of this girl's love story. In 3, 2, 1, roll it.
I'm Veronica, and I grew up in Mexico. My family had always been poor, and one day we decided to move to the US for a better life.
This is good so far.
Once we arrived,
this is just like David Dobrik. He didn't come from Mexico, but he came from Russia or something. I don't know.
It only got harder.
Maybe not Russia.
My mom couldn't find a job, so my sister and I were practically homeless. In a last attempt, I decided to find a boyfriend or some kind of man that could support us financially.
Okay, 23 seconds in, we're already hit with it getting weird. I tried to find a boyfriend to get some money. This about to get weird.
I mean, I was
Also, is her voice like super depressing? Like, I don't like her voice. It's like so sad.
21 and rather good looking. I bought a short dress and some high heels.
Is
Then I
all
went
it
to the
takes?
most exclusive bar in our city.
How'd you get into the most exclusive bar in your city if you're a homeless girl? Well, you're a girl. Makes sense.
A lot of weird guys approached me, and I was willing to say yes to any of them. But, of course, I wanted to see just how well I could do. There was one guy in the corner, sitting right next to an
Dude, that guy's got my hair. Look at it. You got the same little thing. We're like twins.
extremely beautiful
That's quite the
girl.
dress.
He was holding her in his muscular arms, and his face was so damn handsome.
Okay.
I normally wouldn't do such things,
Wow, look at them proportions. Oh my goodness.
but I just sat next to him and
Dang.
interrupted his conversation with the other beautiful girl. I said, "Hey, my name is Veronica. You're very handsome."
What?
He turned to me and said, "You look good too." I could see he was a playboy. He had been with many girls.
Okay, I just want to take account here. These girls have somewhat normal proportions. Like, what's up with our main story girl having a waist the size of a literal toothpick?
And the way he stared into my eyes told me he was dangerous. The other girl got
I get told that a lot too. Look at this. Yeah, it's a different kind of dangerous,
and tried
but
to get his attention back, but he pushed her down the couch to make more space for me.
my goodness.
Then I realized just how muscular and strong he was. He put his big arms
What
around
the
me.
heck?
If he wanted, he could have hurt me so easily. But
Is that a bell or a snake? Because it
I've
kind of looks
never
like a snake.
felt more attached to a guy.
This is because
I leaned over to him to try and kiss him, but he pushed me away and said, "You think you can have me that easily?" I said, "I will do anything to please you."
it's too early
And he
for this.
responded,
jeez.
"Will you?" He pressed me against his big body.
Stop.
I
Don't
was
be
so
weird like this
small
already.
compared to him.
I got freaking 8 minutes
After
left.
we left the bar, I followed him to his car. I wasn't sure if I should go with him. I had just met him. And I saw in his face that he wasn't a pushover.
What the heck?
No, he had no problem to hurt someone.
What? Why is it what? How,
And against my instinct, I went home with him. On the ride, he put his big hand upon my leg. I was wearing a short dress and his
so
hand
weird.
went all around my
Someone out there, one of you guys watches this, like you're like, oh, I love this story. This is my favorite lover fella. Stop making this so weird. No, this is weird.
thigh.
This has like 16 million views.
When we arrived at his home,
does this exist?
I realized how rich he was. I asked him what he was
Literally, this feels like 50 Shades of Grey
doing for
right
a
now.
living, and he told me he was a professional athlete.
Oh.
Well, that explained why he was so muscular. And we didn't even make it to the bedroom. We made out right on the living room couch. I loved
Does this get demonetized? What's the odds?
the way he put his big hand around my neck. It was such a thrill. He could have hurt me so easily, but that's
Gosh,
what
dang,
I liked.
this is horrible.
The next morning I woke up. I asked him for his number, but he said this was a one-time thing.
Okay, that's fine. We're good. We're normal. Let's get out of here. Go home. Leave. What? Wait, what? What's happening? Did my headphones break?
Woke up. I asked him for his number, but he said this was a one-time thing.
What? The audio just starts farting. Does that have like that's not my headphones. My music's still working. What the heck? I guess they messed up the render because there's no audio. What the heck? This has literally 3.6 million views. Is anyone gonna complain about that? Oh yeah, okay, here it is. Audio. I'm gonna head out right now. Boy. Well, We don't know how this ends. We don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see what this bonus story is about. I'm kind of curious. Is this gonna be weird?
Hey, I'm Anika.
What's up,
And until
Anika?
the age of 17, I had a perfectly normal life.
I want to make it clear I have no idea what this bonus story is about at all. There is zero indication that this is gonna be, just no idea.
I was pretty, good in school, and in a happy relationship with my boyfriend Lewis. Well,
Okay.
at least that's what I thought.
Do you not have eyeballs?
Because one night, everything changed.
Okay.
I was on my way back home from ballet practice when a guy ran up to me and threw a bucket full of liquid on my face.
Oh my gosh, you don't actually have
At
eyeballs?
first, I thought it was a prank, but then my face started to burn more and more until I blacked
What
out.
is this?
When I woke up again, everything was dark. I thought the lights were off, but something was different.
What?
My whole upper body was hurting. And when I touched my face,
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
couldn't feel
horrifying.
my eyes or nose.
What the heck?
My whole face felt like an old margarita pizza, and all I had left was my mouth to breathe
What?
through. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare. No light, no face. I wanted to cry, but I had no eyes. So instead, I said,
Oh my.
"Where am I? Where am I?" It was hard to speak without lips.
How in the world did we go from a dangerous boyfriend to this? This is messed up. This, I'll tell you that right now. This gets me so uncomfortable.
Fortunately, my right ear still worked. So I heard my mom when she said, "You're alive. Oh, my love, what have they done to you?"
What the heck?
She was crying and hugging me. After
Oh my
she
gosh,
calmed
this is
down,
actually, like,
she told me that
horrifying.
someone had thrown acid in my face.
What?
And it had burned away my eyes, my nose, and lips.
Well, why'd you give him a mirror?
So
I'm
it
not gonna do
wasn't a
anything.
nightmare. My
Just
face was
being
really
honest.
gone. But why would anyone do this to me?
What?
I'd always
the
been a
heck?
very friendly girl. And even when my classmates made fun of me, saying I wasn't smart, I never talked back. I just don't like conflict. But my anger quickly
I feel so like uncomfortable that I was like, yo, she don't got eyes. That's so funny, but she actually don't have eyes. So like, I'm just kind of feeling weird right now about this whole thing. Let's pretend like I didn't say that.
turned to shame when my boyfriend came to my hospital
Oh my
bed.
lord.
Even though I couldn't see, I knew how ugly I must have looked to him.
Wow.
He asked me, "How are you?" But it didn't even sound like he was worried about me.
Oh man.
I could even hear a bit of
Oh.
disgust in his voice.
Oh, this is so bad.
It felt like
Oh,
he had only
jeez.
come to visit me because it was his duty as my boyfriend. Because after just a few minutes, he left again.
Ew,
I
that's
never
not
felt so
good.
bad before.
Oh, that's not good.
And this time, I was able to cry.
Oh,
I
how?
could feel that somewhere under my skin,
Oh, no.
tears were forming.
What the? What?
The day the police came to visit me, they wanted me to describe what happened, and they asked if I had any enemies or if someone had threatened me.
Oh my lord.
I told them I couldn't think of anyone. But 2 years earlier, one of my old classmates had threatened me, saying, "Be careful, or I'll throw acid on you."
Wow, that's a weirdly specific. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah, no, someone did actually threaten this exact thing to me. That did happen. Yeah. No,
That was
yeah.
2
yeah.
years ago, and I never took it seriously. That girl had been jealous of me because I was in a relationship with Lewis. I knew that in my city of London,
Guys, if I'm dating a girl that you like, please tell me before you throw acid on my face. Just be like, yo, I like your girl. I'm out.
acid attacks were common within the black and Muslim community. But I'm 100% white, and my parents are of Irish
Great, we're gonna make this more controversial and bring race into it.
descent.
We've now got the beginning, the first 3 minutes, super sexual, this bringing in race, acid, face melting off. Let's see how much money I don't make on this.
After a month of investigation, the police found out what happened.
Oh, okay, I'm
They
curious.
figured out that my old classmate who had threatened me 2 years before had an affair with my boyfriend
Oh,
Lewis
no.
behind my back. But because he didn't want to break up with me, she paid her cousin £200 to throw acid in my
$200?
face. The police found the exact same acid that was thrown on me on her cousin's clothes. The
Ew.
police also took GPS data from his phone
My
that showed
goodness.
he was very close to me on the night of the accident. The trial went on for several months.
That's brutal.
When the cousin was asked if he
This
wanted
one I feel like could be true. Like, I've heard of these stories before. This
to
one could be real.
apologize to me, he started crying and said he was so sorry. But
Yeah. Why break up with a girl when you could just burn her face off, right?
you could hear in his voice that he was only acting. He came up with one excuse after the other for why he'd thrown acid on me. He even said his parents had never loved him, and he needed the £200 his cousin gave him to pay off his debts.
What?
Listening to his excuses disgusted me. And even the judge told him to shut up because no one wanted to hear his lies anymore. In the end, both of them got 20-year prison sentences.
That's it?
But to be honest, I'm not sure if that's fair considering they've ruined my face
No.
for
I don't think that is fair, all right? I don't know what your name is, young lady, but I don't think that's fair at all. Life sentences from Judge Loverfellow.
the rest of my life. And If they behave well in prison, they might get out much earlier. I recently visited my former classmate in prison, the one who had ordered the acid attack. Of course, it was weird meeting her.
Oh my
I had no
goodness.
eyes to look at her directly.
Holy crap.
So all we could do was talk.
What the heck?
I asked why she had done it, and she explained that she had always envied my beauty. She said it broke her heart when me and Lewis became a couple, and the only way to take him away from me was to destroy my beauty.
Wow.
At last.
I mean, I feel like you could have like snuck a couple extra like hamburgers, a couple chicken nuggets in there, you know what I'm saying? You could fatten her up. There are other ways than destroying someone's face with acid.
I asked her if she regretted what she had done, and she immediately said yes.
No kidding.
Because now she would have to spend the best years of her life inside prison. That's when I realized that some people truly only care about themselves. She didn't apologize or anything. She only regretted being caught for
Well,
her
at least her mouth's a zipper, you don't have to deal with that.
crime. I gotta be honest. I still sometimes get angry about what happened to me.
No kidding,
was
really?
such a-
Here's my question. If you guys were in this situation, you get acid on you. Answer this in the comments because I'm curious. Which sense would you least care about losing? Smell? No, smell's gonna win. No one cares about smell. So your eyes, your ears, or your mouth. If you had to lose one of those three, not smell because that's easy, you're gonna all pick it. Eyes, ears, or mouth. Which one are you picking?
Crime where everybody involved lost. The hardest part is that I'll probably never find another boyfriend.
No.
After what happened to my face,
I'm just thinking about that. I feel like eyes are the most important to me because I feel like seeing is the most important. Like I could write, I could type, I could get by without talking. Hearing, you know, is nice. It's good to have music, but like, I feel like if I was between hearing and seeing, I gotta go with seeing. I need seeing. So I guess speaking. I'd get rid of my mouth.
my now ex-boyfriend
That's
Lewis
weird.
cut off all contact with me. And I gotta admit that this hurt even more than the acid
Oh
attack.
no, it did
But it
not.
won't stop me
Get
from
over
living
him.
the
He's
good
an
life.
assassin.
My
He tried to
parents
kill you.
recently bought me a guide
No.
dog, and to be honest, I like him even more than I liked my ex-boyfriend. And even without a boyfriend, I can still
He
get
tried to murder
pregnant
you.
using a sperm donor and have my
What?
own kids. I just hope that in a few
Okay.
decades, technology will advance far enough that my doctors can fix my eyes and face again.
That is exactly the thought I would have. I'd be like, I think technology will be able to fix it.
But luckily, there are many jobs for blind people like me. Right now, I'm working as a call center agent during the day, and I've also started practicing DJing as
Oh,
a
that's
new
cool.
hobby. I guess all of us face tragedies and evil in our lives.
So true.
And even though it wasn't my fault that someone threw acid in my face, it would be my fault if I let it make me become bitter and resentful.
Oh my gosh, what an inspiring message at the end of the day. You don't choose what happens to you, but you choose how you react to it. I literally live by that saying, so wow, didn't expect to get hit with
That's
that
why I'm
here
not
today.
calling for retribution,
Wow.
but for more police and harsher punishments to prevent this senseless violence.
Wow.
Because right now, acid attacks here in the UK are on the rise.
Is that true?
And some of the victims are less than 10 years old. Thank you for listening to my story.
Let's do a quick test. Is that actually true? The UK has one of the highest rates of acid attacks per capita in the world, according to the Acid Survivors Trust International. Over 601 attacks in the UK. That's not a big country, right? Whoa. Wow, this might be an actual... This story literally feels true to me, and it's like uplifting and depressing and scary. All my UK people out there, make sure when you're having a giggle, you're watching your face from acid. As always, don't forget to lick that screen. I'll see you guys all in a couple days later. Peace. I messed up my outro.